See the red light.
All right, so welcome back to our review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Episode 10, which was an improv challenge. This was an improv challenge, right? They didn't
Like
have a
an improv
script.
interview challenge.
Yeah, improv interview challenge. I have my fabulous host and co-host, the baddest bitch on the block, Eric. Hi.
Hi.
And then we have our rotating guest judge, Mikey. How are you?
Happy Sunday.
Happy
It's the day
Sunday.
that Beezus has made, really.
Okay. All right. All right.
She's already
And
started.
then Derek, I think he's doing something a little different this week. He's just going to spectate, but he's not going to commentate because we're on a time crunch. So let's jump right in,
Girl,
shall we?
hi,
It's so
hi,
episode.
family, friends, fans, and
Oh,
folks at home. It's me, Derek Dahmer. Science is not going to do it. Hi.
The queens enter the workroom for the runway after Spice's very questionable elimination. Lucy continues to convince herself that that her work is being overlooked due to lack of recognition with challenge wins. Although she has 3 challenge wins, but whatever. Um, the other ladies seem to be both giggly and irritated with Lucy. What do you guys think about this opening, Eric?
I would like to say this is so random, but like something with these close pan-ins of Lucy's lips, how she draws them. I don't like that.
What's wrong with her lips?
Look at when they're doing this delusional edit and they zoom in on her face. Look at her mouth and the structure of it, and then how she draws it, and you will see what I'm talking about. You will see what I am talking about. I know that shit looks crazy to me. Um,
Are you
but
being a featurist? Are you being a featurist?
they're not her lips.
You're canceled. You're canceled.
Just take an
No,
eraser
I'm
and
kidding.
trim it down. Either way, um, I feel like as far as Lucy goes, I feel bad that she's getting this edit because Malaysia said on what's that thing with Naisha and them? Roscoe's that it didn't seem like Lucy was complaining as much as the edit portrays her to be. And I was like, why do y'all do this to people? So I did feel bad, especially because the edit makes her look highly delusional. But I mean, it
Mhm.
makes for great TV. It's Jan part 2, so it is what it is. Someone had to do the job, but
Mhm.
it is making Lucy seem a bit unlikable, at least to me.
Mhm.
Jack said the same thing. Like she's getting this weird edit where she wasn't this competitive or pressed on the show, like actually being there. So Jack's acknowledged this type of edit too. So it's crazy.
Okay. Um. Thanks, Eric. Derek, did you want to share something? No, I mean, like honestly, like I'm honestly asking, what did you think? What do you think about Lucy's
Ever since you
convincing
put this
herself?
do rag on, you just been treating me like awful.
Like
Just
trade
trade
hated
around the corner.
Sasha.
Like you went from Cameron Diaz to Jay-Z. What's going on?
That's complete hogwash. I've been treating you awfully since I met you. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. What do you think, Derek? Not that we care, but you can share anyway.
Everyone cares. In fact, the ratings are about to go up now. So I feel like I just said how I felt. Lucy was in my top 4, and now she's not because of the edit. So I am blaming it on the edit.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a challenge this season. Blame it on the edit. I don't know what that means, but
Not the girls are going to be in the editing bay cutting episodes.
Not you saw spoilers and you're delivering it here on the show. Can we
We
move
love an
on?
exclusive.
is that a spoiler? It's on Wikipedia. Anyway, Mikey, someone's opinion that we actually do care about. What do you think about Lucy's edit?
Let's just say thank you again to Mistress Isabel Brooks, because I feel like what she brought to that couch moment before they untuck was very valuable to Lucy, because we saw Lucy be like a real human instead of being, pressed 24/7, which is what we're being led to believe. I love that back and forth moment of, oh, are you gonna? I think that's like, it's what I've missed. It's like a little real moment in these 40-minute episodes, and I think we have Mistress to thank for that again. So
I cringed.
Awesome. I actually have a question for all of
because she's going to win the season.
Who's gonna win, Mistress?
Oh, I said too bad we won't get this type of entertainment on All Stars from Mistress because she's going to win the season.
Oh,
Right,
I'm sure once
It is a
Irene
shame.
makes it to All Stars, she'll be more than happy to oblige the girls.
Imagine Irene versus Crystal Method. Okay, I'm done.
I love Crystal.
Why do you keep mentioning Crystal Method? I'm so confused. Why do you keep mentioning Crystal?
Mikey, we have a strict no drug reference policy on this show now.
No.
Oh,
I was
was that a
referencing
drug reference?
the daughter.
Eat Mikey up, just the way you guys ate me up last week.
Or a mother, really.
I'm so confused. Anyway, I have a question for
America
you
has
guys.
a problem. Okay.
Do you guys think that drag queens should tuck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What, Derek?
Well, I mean, I didn't even hear what you said, honestly.
Nothing.
What
It's
did you
so
say?
inappropriate. I had to text it to you. Go ahead. What's with these questions, Lawrence? Obviously. What's up?
It was one question. Mikey, what do you think?
All drag is valid. Hashtag. It depends on what you're going for. I'd say you will probably run into a lot of resistance on RuPaul's Drag Race if you don't. But just because they clearly look for a narrower lane than what's allowed out in nightlife, but allowed.
Did somebody not tuck?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking because like we're moving kind of into this era where what Mikey basically said is that like all drag is valid, and I don't know if I actually believe that to be true. Like, I don't want to see a drag queen's piece like swinging around like in her dress. Like I don't see that.
I think the thing with the whole drag is valid, I think it sounds nice, but I think after a while, drag will start to get sloppy. I feel like there needs to be some sort of standard, because it's just like, as Lauren says, you're a drag queen. Why do I see a ball like mine? Like that.
Look, I have in my brain an excellent example of, I assume, not tucking, which is Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show, and that's held up as like a drag icon. So it doesn't always have to be, there's nuance. But I
and
see what you mean.
Maybe it's just the condition.
Sorry, that's me.
I knew that was Eric. I knew
that wasn't me.
Oh
no, it was the Sirens of New
York. Lawrence.
I think it may be the conditioning of Drag Race that makes, because not my first bit of exposure, but my most consistent exposure is with RuPaul's Drag Race. So since the guidelines are so cut and clear, it's just like the idea of someone like just letting it all hang out down the runway, I'm like appalled.
Mm-hmm. And it's something quite endearing about her hodgepodge, right? Like so.
Who's?
That was the Elliot with two T's reference that Violet was on the pit stop just dragging her existence politely.
No, but I think with the all drag, it's I just think that they're trying to be politically correct these days, and I don't know if I'll call it sloppy. I think that I'll say room for everyone.
Let's say that. All right, so RuPaul enters the workroom, right, and announces to the queens that this week's Maxi Challenge, they'll have to interview 3 celebrity. What do you guys define as a celebrity?
Tiffany Pollard.
Okay. Well, why her? I'm not disagreeing at all, but
If
why
they're
her?
impersonated on the Snatch Game, they're a celebrity. How about that? Yeah.
Really?
Well, question to your question: who on that list of guests are you questioning their celebrity status?
Because Charo don't do it.
All
Right.
of them.
I think Charo's a celebrity.
No, you know Charles' name. There's a difference. But you listen to Coochie Coo? You listen to Coochie Coo?
She's a recording artist.
La Perra's in the house. Indu.
What'd you call me?
Nah.
I think a celebrity is someone whose focus in a career, or at least one of the focuses, is to be public facing. And I think all those individuals have made that their effort and have achieved that to a certain extent. We know their name. I think that's kind of enough.
I've never heard of Ariana Grande's brother before.
I've heard of him on another season of Drag Race.
Yeah, he did like some type of makeover challenge with Eureka. I guess it was season 10. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with Mikey's PC answer.
Okay. So there's room for everybody. Let's say that.
Yeah, let's just say that.
That's the theme.
All right, so they'll have to interview 3 celebrity personalities in 50-50 most gag-worthy stars, where it's like an interview-style improv challenge. And the 3 celebrities are Charo, Frankie Grande, and Love Connie. Now, Ariana Grande opened up the season. Why get her? I didn't understand, like, why get her brother? Well, I don't know if they identify as a boy or not, but why get them? Them. Isn't that weird? Am I the only one that found that weird? I don't
In the
know.
words of Mariah Carey, don't know.
Don't know. I thought she rapped or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Y'all are hell. I don't know. But to be honest, I think that period. Educate the kids. I think that it might be a repeat of the Lollapalooza SmackDown where we're just repeating songs. Maybe there's a budget. We've seen Charo on here more than Rupaul. We've seen Frankie Grande here for 2 challenges. And then Love Connie's been here as well as Legally Blonde, which I did not know, but that is iconic to me because that's one of my favorite films of life.
Same.
And that's on Ben and Snap.
Nothing.
Derek, I'm sure you have something to say.
No, nothing.
Oh, okay.
I am familiar with the Ben Snap reference, of course.
Oh, okay. All right, so Rue divides the girls into 3 teams, which actually a mini challenge would have been warranted here to do that, but I guess everything is just ass backwards this entire season. She divides them in... So interviewing Charo is going to be Sasha, Colby, and Marsha. Interviewing Frankie Grande is Malaysia Baby Doll Fox, Anitra, and Lucy LaDuca. And interviewing Love Connie is Lux Noir London, Mistress Isabel Brooks, and Selena S. Titties. What do you guys think, about the filming of it? Who did, while you were watching the Maxi Challenge go on with the interviews, who did you guys think was going to be in the top, and who did you guys think was struggling or cringe? Derek, what do you think?
For me, I thought this would be a slow burn to Selena's exit this episode, but she actually kind of surprised me. So I thought that Selena would do pretty poorly, and I kind of expected Lucy to do well. I just think Lucy is really good at speaking. I've seen her interviews before the show, and then not so much during the show, in a challenge. But I just love her voice, and I thought that she'd be pretty good at it. But yeah, Selena was the one who I thought would be at the bottom. And but she actually, in my opinion, did a little bit better than what I thought that she was critiqued for. And Lucy, I think, did a pretty good job too.
Okay. What interview did you see with Lucy prior to the season?
They did a couple of press interviews for Entertainment, I think, magazine or Online Mag or something like that. They did a lot of press before the show even came on. So a lot of what I'm referencing to is that, like, their press junkets or press tours that they've been doing with the magazines and other publications. She's a good speaker. I like her voice.
Okay. Mikey?
Yeah, I agree. Lucy, to her great credit, always understands the assignment, the role she's supposed to be playing in this challenge. I wish they kind of would praise her a little bit more for that. But then I actually thought all three of the girls that ended up with the cooking segment, where obviously the celebrities were told to throw them off, I thought those three were going to do really well, and then not so much. Like, none of them could volley and match their crazy energy, which that was surprising because I felt like all three, Sasha, if I'm not mistaken, Sasha, Malaysia, and Mistress, I feel like I expected, that they would be along for the ride, but they definitely were in the passenger seat with each of them.
Trying to holler at me.
Okay.
Y'all knew it
Oh
was
my
coming.
God.
Stop.
I did. Actually, if it wasn't you, I was gonna say it. I think for me, the top three was Lux, Anitra, and Lucy. I really enjoyed Anitra'S because I felt her nerves, but like the transition to comfort with Frankie was like really refreshing. So I felt like she deserved to win that. And I really love how Lux matched Love Connie's energy. Lucy was very professional. Something about Lucy's interview felt inauthentic to me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, it felt inauthentic, and I don't know. I guess because I'm a host or a journalist, so it was like, but also something about Lucy comes off as fake to me. Like, so maybe that translated into the challenge. She's really good at what she does. It just felt like it was overly performative as opposed to her just naturally doing it. Because Lucy you can tell she's a good interviewer, but I felt like she was putting on. But I mean, she's in a competition, so that's fair. And then, okay, Malaysia, I love you, down the house boots, but that synthetic bob, bitch.
That wig.
If somebody would have lit a blunt on set, it would have went up like Left Eye's house in Atlanta.
No, you know how you have the lob, the long bob? We need the shab,
wig.
the short bob.
Huh?
It's a shab, a short bob. Not a lob,
like,
long bob. It was a shab.
Ew.
And then
That sounds even more
like
disgusting.
the crinkles in it. I was like, Malaysia, no.
I hated that wig.
I hated that wig.
That wig was.
Wait, so was that bob not made from Malaysian?
Absolutely not.
Actually, that was Lux's bob.
That was really?
It was Lux's bob from the Gay Heaven
challenge.
From the Gay Heaven challenge, where she was the therapist.
Oh yeah.
And Malaysia said that at Roscoe's the other night. She said that people was clowning her on her hair, but all the girls knew it was Lux's hair.
Well, Lux was clearly trying to sabatage her, and I can see Lux doing something like that, and it worked.
Rue probably texted Lux like, "Tonight's the night Malaysia goes home. Send her out." And then, she gave her the wig, and then it was done.
Wait, I'm obsessed with the fantasy of RuPaul sabotaging. RuPaul sabotaging through other girls. Like, that needs to continue, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That needs to continue.
It's a new hashtag.
Whoa.
Shoulders should match them hips. Yeah, I pretty much am echoing what everyone is saying. I definitely thought that Lux was my favorite personally. But I agree, like a lot of I didn't feel like like Marsha.
Forgettable.
Just no. I just didn't know what was going on. I'm like, it was giving. That's not a very good edit. When you're white and someone ethnic is on set and you're just kind of like, and they're editing you to look like that, that's not a good edit for a lot of different reasons. Like, just I get like the maybe it's difficult to understand, but it's not that hard. And you're from New York, so you've been exposed to probably the most cultures in the world. I don't understand why that was so difficult for you.
And Spanish speakers are in every neighborhood.
Right, like literally, it was just weird.
There are Spanish speakers in every neighborhood in New York, everywhere.
You know, TBH, I didn't fully understand everything Charles said either.
Wow.
No, but it was giving very much like, this is my first time being immersed in like
the edit did.
I was just like, you're not like a newborn. Like, banter back and forth. Hell, like start mimicking her or something. Just go Gucci, 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 Gucci.
Lauren,
like just do something.
Wasn't Sasha doing that? Didn't Sasha do that?
Yeah.
Sasha really played. If Sasha didn't understand, Sasha really played into it and really made it fun, and that was really good to see. I appreciate it.
By a certain point, she rose to the occasion a bit. Yeah.
Eric, you wanted to say something?
Absolutely.
I was just thinking about what you said. It was like with the white girl edit, it's like had she started mimicking her out of being like, I don't know what the fuck she's saying, that might not have went over well either.
But if she would have looked as confused as she did there, instead of just sitting there, coochie 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 coo is something like a Charo specific reference. It's not like a I'm making fun of like Hispanic people reference. Like that's like a I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but I know she does that. Like, we would have laughed. We would have laughed and would have kind of put Marsha back on the map for kind of just doing something outrageous, which is Rue's humor. But instead, she just kind of there and was just like, I'm pretty. And I'm just like, what? It's episode 10, and you have yet to have a win. Like, just do something outrageous. Just do anything. We'll take anything. Just do something different. I don't know. It was just giving bottom 2 T's to me. I was just like, you need to be thrown in the bottom for this. Because I'm fucking sick and tired of like, I'm tired of like, just like the, I don't want to say lack of effort, but just like the minimal effort I feel like she's portraying on camera. I don't know. Like, I don't like it.
And you know
I don't
what?
know.
She thinks she's sickening. She thinks she's sickening, I feel that she goes every week. It's like top 9, baby, top 8, baby, top 7, baby. RuPaul's like, you're safe. And she's like, thank you. Please take me to the finale. Thank you.
Yeah, Marsha's fighting for like the second spot instead of the first one. And it's just so weird. I'm just like, why are you
like
here?
She's cool with being just mid. Like, I'm gonna stay my way to the top.
I don't like that. I was just like bottom. Everyone else has been in the just bottom. Like, I don't even have time. All right, so
I would like to say, I don't feel like Mistress probably did as bad as the edit made it seem. I feel like it was time for Mistress to have her bad edit. Does that make sense?
But they didn't even go full-fledged with it. Like, they could have put her in the bottom with Malaysia and gave us a show. Like, that was such a failed opportunity.
I know. But would that make sense for her? Because I feel like, I've been vocal about, I feel like she's going to the finale. Has any of my top queens been in the bottom? No.
I mean, if you want to think about it, Anitra has.
Okay, I was going to ask a couple of weeks ago, the Lollapalooza, was anybody in the bottom?
Honestly, in my opinion, no, other than Jax. But like,
right, yeah.
I don't really feel like that's not meant for people. I feel like they kind of just got to the last round, but like, didn't Jax do the most lip syncing, or was it Anitra?
Oh, that's a good point.
Jax did the most. They did an equal amount of lip syncing, I think, in that episode. But Jax has technically lip synced more than Anitra.
So maybe they were both in the bottom.
On Wikipedia, they have them all the girls who made it through. On Wikipedia,
the star of the episode.
The Wikipedia. It's all they're all safe on there. So I'm like, well, Wikipedia lie. No.
Thank you for those spoilers, Derek. Anyway, I also put here sidebar that seeing Spice in this challenge would have been so fucking hilarious. I'm sure I would have been voting for Spice the entire way. Spice and Charo. Oh my god. I feel like that would have just been and oh my god. That would have been funny. So many missed opportunities this season. I don't know what's going on.
It's Rupaul. No, it's not. I love you.
It's like, I don't know. It's like MTV. I'm just going to blame MTV. Like, they switched over and they need to switch back because they're not, I don't know what's going on, man.
They switch up. They switch up like. No one.
Nicki Minaj.
I can't say it though.
Wait, what reference is that she said?
First they love you, then they switch.
Oh, people will love you and support you when it's beneficial. I'm gonna forgive.
No, we just have to move on. We just have to.
Okay.
I can't say the F word.
Okay. All right. So now.
Lawrence's face. He
Why
wishes.
Why are you doing that?
He hates me. And my Dalmatians notice and they're coming for you. So stop playing. Don't play with it.
So now we're on the runway. Bring it to the runway. Runway. And we only have 3 judges this week. We have RuPaul as usual, Michelle Visage as usual, and the legendaire T.S. Madison, who, by the way, is getting Hollywood money because she looked super fantastic, like extra fantastic this time around. Like
that Parkwood money.
I'm gonna look good. Yeah, Parkwood. Absolutely, Beyonce paid.
I will literally send you a video.
Oh hell no!
Beyonce, do not do that. Don't do Beyonce. What we won't do.
She didn't pay Khalees. She didn't pay Khalees. So what happened?
I don't want to do
we know the
that.
details. We know the details of that incident. We know the details.
So, you and me are through. Please stop.
Anyway, speaking of Beyonce, the runway category is Night of 1,000 Beyonce, which I don't know why it took so damn long to get here.
It's about time.
But we're here. Sidebar: this should have been for All-Star 7. Those looks,
honestly,
would have been outrageously good. Like
there must be.
That's all I was thinking about. Like,
if they can do Madonna twice, they did Madonna twice, right?
They only did Madonna twice because everyone wore a kimono.
Okay, well, there's plenty to mine, and go ahead.
I would just
I agree, Mikey. Finish your thought.
I'm just saying there were no issues with like 4 queens doing the same look in this case, and I just think that says something.
Ooh, let's get into
that there's
it.
enough
I want to hear what you have to say.
There are plenty of options.
There's plenty of options, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
There was plenty of options for Madonna also, but I guess it was a different time.
No, yes, of course.
It was season 8, shortest season. It was like you could get away with like hodgepodge drag.
Yeah, season 8. The season was like 40 minutes long.
Don't do Bob, please don't do. We're not gonna do Bob.
Well, Bob did himself.
We're not doing that. We're not doing
Bob
that.
did himself. Bob wore
talking
tights
about first
for the finale
season?
look.
Okay, so can I just say? I'm going to say something.
I'm going to say something about and a blazer that had a roach on it,
and one Henny purse first. So stop. Okay, let me just say that this is long overdue. I know we already said that, but I am just so happy. And honestly, is it me? Or did this just feel like, I mean, I'm happy to see it's about time. Like, we've all been requesting a Night of 1,000 Beyoncés, but I just feel like, was this the season to do it?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm like,
why not?
honestly,
Beyonce's
after
whole
looking at
renaissance and everything is out. Like it just seemed to fit.
It's
Honestly,
it might be the time, but maybe the girls.
the girls, I don't feel bad about that.
We are not queen shaming on here.
Not queen shaming, queen critiquing. I think
Right.
this could have been held out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have been held out. But let's get into the looks so that way we can elaborate on these points.
Let's get into the looks, right? First
On
of all,
that
some of
note,
these
Omarosa,
looks, courtesy of drag.looks on Instagram. So thank you for always posting. So our first queen is Selena Estétis. Mikey.
I think the best, if not one of the best she's ever looked, which I've loved to see this order of runways shake out the way it has. I feel like it's been a steady progression. I know it's probably not on purpose that it's been a steady progression as far as aesthetic, but gorgeous. I love the hair, the Rupaul Chia Pet gag. I thought it was like a bunch of Selenas or a bunch of Beyoncé's, but the fact that it's RuPaul, like she knows how to like make RuPaul laugh. LOL. Make me laugh. Oh, I think it's gorgeous. But I'm gonna be biased this entire category. But I will be honest at the ones I didn't like as much. So that's my Selena thoughts.
Okay, Eric.
I love Selena. Mikey, I think it's creative, but honestly, it didn't stop her from getting in the bottom.
No.
So it's like, did Ru really love it? I don't like how Selena gets overlooked because Selena is working her damnedest this season. This runway look is like, I saw it and I was like, I know exactly what reference this is. Like Selena is just, I love me some Selena. I thought she looked exquisite. Same. Loved it. Probably one of my favorite looks from her this season.
Well, that's not saying much. I mean, like, what were your pot of favorite looks of Selena to choose from? Like, what?
Well, I've been a Selena advocate thus far. I liked her creative blanket parachute moment. I enjoyed her entrance look, except the bucket hat.
Parachute.
It gave me parachute, like when she dropped it down.
I know.
And then there was another look that I really liked. I liked her tie-dye look. I've liked a fair share of Selena's looks, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like Selena, but I don't think
3 out of 12 looks, by the way.
I don't remember a lot of people's looks.
You do? And I get that this is like trying to save face for Selena, but you don't like a lot of her looks. Like,
Eric,
let's just be honest here.
So I don't have any points to prove.
No, I get it. You wanna go see her on La Cienega perform, and you don't want her to do this and then curse you out and stuff. I get it, but you don't like a lot of her looks. But Derek, what do you think?
I think Selena looks gorgeous this episode. I as well, when she walked out, I knew the reference. I thought, with the RuPaul Chia Pets, I know I've often said that, it's just a lot going on. It's usually a lot going on with Selena's looks. But what I will say is that she is thoughtful. Sometimes she overthinks, but she is very thoughtful in her approach. And I have to say, and I know I wasn't given a chance to say this earlier, facilitator, but her makeup and hair is just so correct. I just love the way she paints and her hair. She looks so good. And she was so good to look at in the interview, the 50-50 interview. She was so good to look at then too. And this is so beautiful. I love that color on her, that gold, that red, or orange, brown hair. She looks great. This is a very strong 2 for me, and it's crazy because it's such a simple dress, but she looks really good.
Yeah, there's detail here.
This is gonna go ahead. Yes.
Thanks.
Real quick, detail. Real quick. No.
I wasn't done.
Go.
There's detail here, and I actually really, really like this from Selena, and I would have liked this on pretty much anyone actually. And I immediately got the reference. I love that she went for something that was immediate. I don't have to question like, when did Beyonce wear this? When did Beyonce wear? I know exactly what that was. And then holding the chia pets. They have chia pets of RuPaul.
RuPaul has everything. at this
Yeah, I didn't show you my.
Oh, that's like literally not like you did that last week. It wasn't funny. You did that this week. It wasn't funny.
Canned bit.
Like, come up with something else. Speaking of detail,
They loved it.
Try
They
something
loved it.
else. They don't love you.
They love
Mikey,
me.
what did you want to add?
I appreciate the queens, and there aren't too many, but that added the extra level of drag detail. I appreciate, of course, like a direct recreation, but when there's like a prop or whatever, I mean, that's why I love the Silky lip sync episode. But when there's like an extra drag detail, it elevates it for me. So that I appreciate the Chia Pet. And we'll get to someone who did not add detail later. That was a missed opportunity.
Okay, so it looks like all around toots for Selena. Good job, Selena. And actually, I think this was one of her stronger episodes. I thought that like her performance was a safe performance. I don't know what the hell the judges were talking about. I don't know what's going on here. But I thought that it was safe. What I did hate was that like they put in that edit of like her like crawling out of that barrel, like, I wanted to say this, I wanted to say that, but then she just kept talking. I hate stuff like that. I hate that because it immediately makes you feel like, go home.
Yeah.
Like, excuses, go home. Like, I hate that. It kind of reminded me of like how they did Max when they pushed her out the door.
Yes, they pushed Max off the stage and out the door. Max sing a song, then post the video. Max sing song. The fuck are you sitting here for?
Yo, they made Max look like a psychopath. She doesn't even do drag anymore. Like, they traumatized her. Like, poor Max. And Max won 2 Maxi challenges. A lot of people don't know that.
Maduka, but yeah, she did.
Oh yeah, less than Lucy. Yeah, all right. So the next queen is Miss Sasha Fierce Colby
herself.
Yes. I'll actually start here. This is great. This is great, and there's a lot of detail here, and I really do like it a lot.
Say it.
But there's just something about this that's, I don't want to say lazy, but lazy to me. I don't know why. And again, it's a recognizable look. It's a throwback. I love a throwback. We all know this performance from Beyonce when she went freaking crazy on the stage. But I don't know. It's definitely a 2, but I don't know. And then there's something about like the wig.
The wig.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the hairline.
Is it the hairline? Okay. It's the hairline. Yeah.
It's crunchy.
Sasha Crunchy Colby.
I don't want to say that.
Derek, what do you think about Sasha?
Sasha was really one of those queens when she walked down on the runway. I said, yes, like I loved it. She really looked good. I immediately knew the reference. And I honestly feel like this is one of the looks that only Sasha can do because she has the body for it, right? So it made a ton of sense.
Wow.
I actually, maybe I wasn't paying too much attention to the hair, but I thought she looked great. The body, the legs, the thighs, the color, everything was just so spot on. Oh, I loved it. On top, this was a really good week for Sasha. The showing that she had this episode definitely worked in her favor, and she just tends across the board. I'll actually,
Derek.
He gets it wrong every week. Just like
you know what? I don't necessarily know if it was. I don't necessarily know if it was a shoot, because if she would have gave us a little bit of a twist or camp, I probably would have appreciated it a little bit more. But stellar job, perfection, 10s. I love it. It's one of the strongest suits I probably gave all episode.
Eric.
I love the reference because one of my favorite Beyonce moments and performances ever. I get what you're saying with the simplicity, but like as Bob says, always do the hits. And I think some queens didn't, where Sasha did. So, it added that extra level of excitement.
Bob, in Bob the drag queen, said that.
Only do the hits. Don't do deep cuts, because it's like, if I have to be like, when did Beyonce wear that? It takes me away from the fantasy, which is a very valid point. For me, it was really just the wig, because something about like the net hairline like wasn't cut high enough, and then I think because the hair kind of goes like up, you could see this part, and I was just like, when I think of Sasha, she's so detail oriented that I was just like, oh no. But aside from that, I would give it like a good like 9 out of 10. It was just, I peeped the hair, but I still loved it.
Yeah. Mikey, what do you think?
Yeah, an extremely strong reference. I'll just echo everything that everyone's saying. The detail down the side, you immediately recognize it. I don't remember, did she like deliver any crazy choreo, which like to echo the performance at all? Was she like?
No, she just walked.
Yeah, like that's like a drag detail that I would have loved.
She did like she did one of Beyonce's like dance moves. It actually looked like it was from Crazy in Love, to be very honest. That I saw, but she didn't like kind of complete it on the runway.
If it would have been like an amazing like back bend or just something like wild, that would have elevated it. Yeah, and I agree with the hair, but yeah, you can't. I would say invest in your most expensive hair when you're doing Beyonce, because it's always such a fixture. But
well, I mean, Beyonce has had some questionable hairstyles throughout the years.
One or two.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will also say for Sasha Colby, I kind of do wish that, like, even though she totally has the body, I kind of wish that she would have added a little bit more hip padding, just a little bit more to give it like that Beyonce, like, because I feel like when Beyonce was in like that reference, like you see the abs in Sasha, you see the abs in Beyonce, but Beyonce had like that freaking shape. You guys know what shape I'm talking, like just V shape.
V shape.
And it would have been nice, like, to see Sasha do drag. No, I'm kidding. To like put in some like hip pads and stuff like that, but to kind of like camp it up a bit. I like camp it up a bit, but make it.
That's valid.
It's good. Yeah,
that is valid.
All right, next person.
Can I say very quickly, workroom moment? I don't care what the true story is. It is canon that Sasha Fierce is a Sasha Colby, is a result of Sasha Colby. I don't care. And it makes sense of my Renaissance fantasy. I don't care. That is canon. That is where the name comes from. I was screaming at the TV because I know that it's tongue in cheek for Sasha, but also it's like, unless.
I mean,
so I'm just gonna believe it. I'm just gonna believe it. It's a
conversation for Women's History Month.
Cultural exchange conversation between Beyonce and the queer community. I'm gonna believe it. That's all.
Full circle. Here we are, Renaissance era.
I have nothing to contribute to this moment in our review.
So are you saying Mistress Isabel Brooks was right when she said that's a beautiful fairy tale?
No, that was also very funny.
I am in fact Mistress Isabel.
It is a beautiful fairy tale.
Lawrence isn't doing anything right now. Can I actually ask a quick question? I saw that interview where a very popular drag queen said that they're rooting for Sasha because Sasha has what it takes. Sasha is a leader, and that's what we need in America's Next Drag Superstar. Do you guys think that Sasha is a leader?
Absolutely.
Who is she leading?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that look up to her in her drag career.
No, that's different than leading. Like, what makes her a leader? Who is she leading?
Well, we haven't really. Do we know? Do we actually know Sasha to say that she's to say that she's marched in? I don't know. Selma.
Stonewall Derek.
Not Selma.
I said Stonewall.
No, he said Selma.
People died. People.
Poor kid.
Nobody died. Stonewall.
Oh, nobody died.
No one was killed. No.
Well, I do think Sasha threw the first Rupaul Chia pet at Stonewall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is
Not a lot of
images
people
of
know
that. Of her next to Marsha P. Johnson.
She said, "Woo, girl."
Marsha P. Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Marsha P. Johnson.
You got shit.
Ooh, girl. she
was
done
so
already
good.
done had hers.
That was
Set
so
me
good.
up. You set me up. You
Marsha
set
P.
me up.
Johnson.
Before and after. Ooh.
Yes!
Oh, that would be a category. Come out with no makeup.
Diana Ross Matthews.
See you next Tuesday.
Ooh.
My throat is on fire.
That's
Wow.
actually really that's funny. That's funny. Thank you, Mikey, for being our third, host here, because Derek has contributed absolutely nothing, and I don't even see him. Next
You hate me
queen
because you ain't
on the
you
screen,
hate me because you wanna
please.
date me.
Thank you. Is Anitra. Mikey, what do you think about Anitra'S Fiance?
Okay, first impression, I screamed because just the nostalgia factor of having seen this live. It is the real version is beautiful, ornate, cost however much. And then as you zoom into the details with what Anitra gave, the gown itself, like the garment itself, was still pretty great. But then details, right? The shoes, not so much. The glasses weren't as close as they could have been because hers were tiny and skinny. And so, toot on the strength of the reference.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll say.
That was nice. Good for you.
I hate you.
Eric, what do you think?
What boots did Beyonce actually wear?
I am
Does
looking
anyone
at
know?
I think gold.
Right now.
I think gold knee high, but I
They
could be
were gold
wrong.
knee highs.
Because that's what this needed.
But
Yep.
there is a picture of Beyonce wearing black, like on another day of the tour, she wore it with black boots.
So maybe that's the one Anitra used as the reference.
Anitra used that one. So she did the gold knee highs, and then she did a small black boot.
Yeah.
And maybe like Anitra looks like a bigger boy. So like maybe it's hard for her to find like certain shoes unless she customizes them, and then it probably gets like really expensive, which is why she didn't have like this ridiculous gold boot. So I get that. I think that it just would have made the look more cohesive if it was just like purple, gold, 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 gold. But I did recognize the reference. I think Anitra looked really cool. But I didn't know that the look was enough to take her to the top, because I do feel like Anitra should have won this week. But the look wasn't enough to take it there. But I still think it's a 2. It's really cute to me.
Okay.
And I'll run it back about the glasses. The glasses are pretty accurate. I was thinking about some other glasses, but
She's gorgeous.
Oh, Mom says, love her. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't think she's talking about Anitra. I think this came in late for Sasha.
I think it came in late for Sasha.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Anitra's gorgeous
Derek,
too, but I didn't.
Derek, what do you think?
You guys want to talk about impact on Drag Race? You guys want to talk about
here we go.
top shoots of the week?
Oh my God! What do you think? What the fuck? Like, come on! What is up with the preamble? Like, just get to the point.
I don't drag you when you're riding Marsha's brains all episode, all week, every week.
Unbelievable.
Anyway,
I'm not riding her brains.
you want to riding her, using her,
Writing.
She thinks we're friends.
Oh my
Yes, I love this look. I love this look. I immediately knew the reference. This, honestly, this is, y'all know I love my man. Anitra. But this is honestly the level of drag I've been wanting from her all season.
This is the level of drag you've been wanting from her all season.
The bare minimum. The bare minimum.
I see where you're at. I see where you're at.
The bare minimum, because
that's
some
fair,
of these,
actually.
Some of the looks, like I'm really rooting for a look queen this season. Not quite sure who that will be, but this was
Madison.
It took the Beyonce, the Night of 1,000 Beyoncés for her to really up the ante. Like, I love this look.
That's not true. Last week she had arguably the best look sewn.
Absolutely.
Oh, the one that she made, the
final chorus.
The crystal look.
I remember that. I remember that was.
But leave it to Beyonce to upgrade you. I'll just say that.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
You did.
We love a B-Day reference.
Period.
Yeah.
The references from RuPaul was wild this episode. Mistress Isabel Brooks.
We're not there. What do you think about Anitra? Just get to the point. Like, what do you think about Anitra'S look? Is that it?
You gave us the blues, Ivy. Marsha, you thought you pissed the runway, but it was only lemonade. Was RuPaul not wild? RuPaul was in the UK writing these references. I cannot.
Oh
Anyway, I love Anitra. Good. It's a very strong. You know what?
The comedy of that is RuPaul writing. You're funny.
Ooh.
Y'all
didn't turn your cameras off of that. I
did contemplate, but I already started laughing and I felt like a fraud.
Hands down, I love Anitra is probably one of my favorites this episode. I love that look. She looks great, and I'll shoot it because I love Anitra. It's a shoot. Period. Mm-hmm. Because Beyonce technically did do a black boot, so I'll shoot it. I think she looks great.
In this look, on the actual, she did this for a tour for the On the Run tour.
On the Run too.
Didn't she do like that crazy little walk where she was like high or something?
Yeah, she discovered CBD on this tour.
But it was in this outfit that she was doing like the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? Why didn't Anitra do that?
Why didn't
You're
she?
Telling me.
She should have done that, and I would have been like, okay.
And it's so in line with Anitra's vibe.
This is what I'm saying, and it almost looked like she kind of wanted to, just even based on this stance here, that she wanted to kind of go for it, but she didn't. And
it's giving pheromone, not revealing the Gaga look.
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's a 2. It's a 2. Whatever. Next queen.
This should be quick.
God. Lucy LaDuca. Who actually was at Gym Bar. She was at Gym Bar in New York, I think this past Friday.
Did you speak to her?
Well, good for Jim.
No, I didn't go to Gym Bar to watch Drag Race. And thank God I didn't, because had I seen this episode while she was hosting, she would have been really upset with me.
What neighborhood's Gym Bar in?
I can see Laura's in the bar. You fucking queer.
Throwing a RuPaul chia pet.
Yeah.
I'll actually start just so we can kind of get the negativity out of the way first, because I anticipate you guys have something positive to say.
Exactly what
I hated this. I hated everything about it. I hated the wig. I hated that blazer. You had one job.
Mm-hmm.
One job. And that was to get the color correct. And the fact that you didn't even come close and didn't care to. If you don't care about Beyonce and making her look good, you don't care about anything. How dare you?
You're not doing drag.
And then you really had two jobs, because this was also an iconic look for one reason. She would reveal that she was pregnant. Where's
In
the
Lucy's
belly?
defense, she believes that she had a baby bump because she made mention of it and then popped the blazer open. So I feel like she was like maybe a 5-week baby bump, but like she made reference. So I feel like she attempted, but she didn't go big enough. Apparently.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we're all lagging. Like I've seen like from everyone. Oh, really? Just Derek. Yeah, it's a boot. It's a boot. Even the wig was bad. I was like, wait, let me go back and make sure that Beyonce didn't have like the black roots. And she didn't. I don't know why you couldn't even just get. This is so stupid. So stupid. So dumb.
Damn, Lucy.
Oh God. But she did great in the challenge. Like she did a good job. But this is a boot. Mikey,
Yeah.
what do you think?
You just got to rise to the occasion, and if the look itself isn't stunning when Beyonce did it, it's stunning because of the it ties in with the music video, and it's stunning because of the moment, the most tweeted about moment to that point. But then you gotta like give me something, like give birth on stage, like do something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe that's like a level of campiness that we don't want for this challenge, because I think like drag family resemblance to the original look is probably the most important. But like you said, like we didn't even get that with the color. Did we even get like the cummerbund type high pants? Like
No. Did we?
So
Actually, when she unbuttoned it, she revealed to her construction worker uniform.
I hate you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Even I would prefer that.
Me too. That would have been hard. No. Oh, Tammy Brown. Let's go.
Oh. I was mixing references.
Okay, we love Anjuri over here.
Nigeria. Okay. So it's basically like it's a boot.
It's like a fine look. It's
boot.
just, of all of the options that you have, it's just a safer one. And
it's lazy. It's lazy. You know, you pick
it
this
took
up from Amazon.
to stone it and all that, but
that probably took a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for it to just not, why would you stone the wrong color blazer? Like, who does that?
I don't know.
And look, it's not even a deep cut, but I am not even like, I wouldn't even be bothered by a deeper cut, which there were some of them on here that I appreciated. But anyway,
to be honest, with Lucy's figure, I would have loved to have seen her do, like, if she wanted to be simple, do the Crazy in Love intro.
Yeah, I think it might have fallen into like the copyrighted.
Really? Why?
You mean the video, like the music video?
I mean the white tank top cut off, the blue shorts, the red pump, and make.
I think I don't know exactly, but I think technically album covers, music videos are all off limits, so it has to be like public appearances.
Are you sure? Because Trixie,
I could be wrong. That's just what I saw.
Came out on that horse. Remember that one episode when Trixie Mattel came out on that horse when she was?
Oh, you're so annoying.
Are you saying
that Trixie's black?
I wasn't saying that.
I'm like the Spider-Man meme.
She's Native American. How dare you?
Wow, so now you guys forgot about Trixie Mattel. Okay. I have thoughts on Lucy. Are we ready for me?
Yeah, we're ready. I think. I'm not.
Yeah, was there.
I really don't see who's fucking with Lucy. She can really walk with the confidence and look at if she can look at Sasha, Colby in her face and give her the detox, give her the Rolaska talks to Jinx Monsoon. If I go home to you, I would if I go home to someone like you, Jinx, it'll be valid because she's sickening. But this is not. I do not like this blazer. This is not the right color. I was highly disappointed when she walked out on stage. Quite frankly, I'm just going to be honest. I was very offended that she did this, and she's not a Black woman. And I just don't know why. I just don't know why. She just did. It's something
The
about
challenge or this look in particular?
this look in particular. I just would have loved for just, I don't know, someone who resembles Beyonce, someone who embodies Beyonce. If Latrice Royale would have came out here and did this, that would have been beautiful. I think that it was a missed opportunity for her to come out on this stage and she unbuttoned that but it was so there was nothing. There was gas when she unbuttoned that blazer, and I did not appreciate that. Where was the baby?
What if she unbuttoned and it was Violet Chachki, 14-inch waist? What is it?
Right. No, she unbuttoned that blazer and Violet Chachki. No.
Did something else.
No, it's something else. Yeah, and she
wow.
This is giving me very Hillary Clinton meets Joan Rivers pantsuit.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving very matronly, old maiden. And you know what? I feel like one last thing is I feel like she her silhouette, she had the best silhouette when she did the Old Dirty Bitches.
Oh yes, with the tracksuits.
The Orderberry is treated the Jewish. Other boys want a chance to let loose. That was sickening. That's her shake.
Bye.
You lost me for a good space and time when you said Latrice Royale, and I had to find my way back to the conversation. But
there's nothing between us but space and time.
Ashanti. Okay.
Go on, sorry.
Lost you guys there? Okay. Got it.
Okay. So yeah,
Thank you, Eric. Yeah.
Lucy, it just I guess it's a boot. It's a boot.
Yeah, there's really not much to say after. That was bad.
It's a boot.
Sorry, Luce. Maybe next week. Next queen. Lux Looked London. I'll start on this. This is definitely a very, very strong toot for me. Lux looked great on that stage. I don't know why she changed the wig for this photo. I like the wig on the stage better, actually. But Lux's body is seeing this so right. This is like so right. Like, the nude like mesh is like it's really giving like painted on her. She looks great. She looks fantastic. And she sold it when she started doing that Proud Mary choreography on the stage. I was like, Lux, you better be 22 damn years old knowing your old references. I love it. And I love that performance from Beyonce too. Beyonce's body is always body-yaddying, but her body was like literally just off the chart. Like I just can't. And Lux really captured that moment and that energy for me. A lot of people don't like Lux because like she's, I guess, overly confident, but Lux is backing up everything that she's saying. She's not saying anything like I can do this, I can do that, and hasn't done it. Like she's done it. She's been placed consistently high. She's had a challenge win. Like she's never placed below safe. And her runways, aside from last week, have all been stellar. Really
I talk like this because I can back it up.
Period.
They ready, Mikey.
So, yeah, it's a strong toot for me. Mikey, what do you think about Lux?
Okay, I love her. Lawrence is ready. Well, I love her because of how strong she is as a referencer. Like all of those moments that no one else catches, that I don't even catch usually until they're posted on Twitter. This is like a reference on a reference on a reference on a reference on a reference. Exactly. And then there was a side by side of like 5 different people who have worn this, either the exact one or recreation. It's impeccable. And yes, the delivery it's what I wish Sasha would have given more of, what Anitra would have given more of. Like, you have to. There's like elements of the Beyonce thing that you should honor when you have 15 seconds on the runway. And it's beautiful. And I loved, of course, RuPaul's fun fact. All the referencers in the RuPaul's Drag Race audience are going to be using that as a fun fact. Well, actually, it was made for Linda Carter, and I'm one of them. So I just like this. Probably top 3 of the runway.
Did you like Lux's version of this better than Tina Burner's from the Disco Challenge?
Who's that? I'm kidding. It doesn't come to mind immediately, but was that the inspiration?
Honestly, I don't know, but I didn't like when I saw this. I was like, oh shit, this looks so familiar. Tina Burner wore something like this. It wasn't as polished, but she wore something like this for that Disco Challenge where her, Candy Muse, and Gottmik were all on one team, and Gottmik was like fumbling the bag, but the producers cut her out of the scene.
Yeah, it rings the tiniest bell, but that's not even shady. My memory isn't great on that one. I probably did not like it as much. No.
Period.
Like, I mean, I don't really know what beats this level of attention to detail.
Nothing.
Ugh. I need her to like do the full video. I need her to do the full like Kennedy Center Honors live at a bar, and I will tip $20.
Who, Lux?
Oh yeah.
Come on, Kennedy Center Honors.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Lux is getting her thing of the things. Derek, what do you think?
I think this is a good look. I think she looks really great. I wasn't too familiar with the reference. I don't remember seeing this in my time, but I think she looks really good. Really good.
Okay, Eric.
Lux looks great. I just want Lux to do something where she has to pad.
And she's tiny.
It's like she's so up and down.
Oh my god.
It's not a bad thing. It's just like the silhouette doesn't change too much because the body doesn't change much. And it's just like, I mean, the looks don't change much because the body don't change. I don't know.
Yeah.
She looks
I
great.
think it's because she's... I'm sorry, I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, I think she looks great. It's just like something about, like, she just, I don't know. I just want to see.
I think it's because Lux is a performer. Like, she performs, and so she likes to have on minimal stuff so she can maximize like the amount of movement and range that she has. I think that's just what she's normally. When she came to at the Wallace to like perform, she was in the world's tiniest leotard. Like it was giving very like, I need full range and like movement.
Mm-hmm.
And so if she's padded up, if she has on a breastplate, or if she has on like hip pads and stuff, I don't feel like you get as much of that, or it can look like kind of crunchy. And she's young. She has like kind of like the body to kind of do that now. And then maybe when she gets older and like more seasoned, then she'll start to pad, like, you know, when she maybe doesn't do as much like, you know, movement and stuff like that. So I think it has something to do with just like age, but then also her just being a performer first. Because Marsha's a performer first, and she doesn't pad.
Yeah,
so
you may be right.
Yeah. And Eric, did you want to add anything to Lux?
Definitely a 2.
Okay. Yeah, very, very, very strong week for Lux. I thought she was actually gonna get the win.
Me too.
Marsha.
Oh shoot.
You know, I love the Game of Thrones spinoff.
Mikey. Actually,
Mikey,
this
I guess
picture
you'll
is
start.
Game of Thrones, but like in Target.
Oh.
This is right. This is Target exclusive. This is what I was talking about, and this is so Beehive. I'm sorry, and it's because I'm, you know, chronically on Twitter Beehive, blah blah blah. But Beyonce had this little, like, clutch when she wore this on the red carpet. That was all the rage. I looked it up. It's $4,900. Like, give me like that level of detail. Like, give me something. Play on that. If the rest of the look is going to be not, you know, square inch per square inch replica of what it was, like, elevate it somehow. Like, be fun. Like, be extra. Be something. That's like my main gripe, which is maybe silly, but I mean, it's like it's pretty. She looks great, but it does suffer a little from the, you know, most people wouldn't know that's Beyonce. It's like the deeper cut, which is fine, but like, it's that same frustration, I think.
Yeah.
So it's like it is
Eric?
like a soft toot because it's pretty.
It is.
That's it. I think it is.
Eric?
Marsha sews. Why didn't you just do it?
I was just getting ready to say that. She sews. This is so weird. Like,
What a weird
unless she
choice.
sewed this and this was what she wanted to wear. I don't know.
She didn't look
I'm
bad.
sorry, Eric,
It's
go
just
ahead.
the fur looks flimsy. And then the dress just is not, it doesn't follow the structure of the reference. Marsha looks really pretty. The makeup looks good. The hair looks good. Shoes are cute. It's just like the dress is wrong and the fur is not needed. The clutch definitely would have elevated it, but at this point, 2 wrongs ain't gonna make a right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't know. I feel like Marsha's just biding her time.
What about 3 Marshas?
2
wrongs, 3 Marshas? Anyone?
Apparently makes a boot.
Oh.
Not a boo.
It doesn't make a Beyonce, that's for sure. Derek, what do you think?
Actually, I agree. So I don't think she looked bad. I think she looks very beautiful. I love the hair a lot, and the makeup looks correct. The makeup looks good. Cute shoes as well. I agree with that. The only this is actually my first. I didn't like this look to begin with. First of all, on Friday, I didn't.
I was gonna say you didn't like Beyonce's either?
No. I loved Beyonce's look, and this might be so like I don't know how Beyonce wore it the whole night, but why did Marsha have it like up here? I would have loved for her to like carry it down there.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce
Which is, I
has
think, what
in most of
Beyonce
her
was
photos.
doing on the red carpet. Yeah.
Which probably the whole night, right? I don't know. I wasn't there. This was one of the events with Beyonce that I wasn't there. And but yeah, she yeah. This is the first time I'm noticing the cut though. Thank you guys for pointing that out. This is the first time I didn't notice the cut. But yeah, she looks good, and no, it's a boot because there's so many missed opportunities. Like even with the clutch, right? It's a boot. Sorry, girl.
Yeah, it's a
The
boot.
beautiful
I
Fiona.
don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. I don't like her hair. I don't like her makeup. I don't like this dress. And I wouldn't have liked this even if it wasn't a Beyonce. Like, I don't like this. I just don't like this. This is once again Marsha being lazy or I don't even like just not giving a fuck. Like, bitch, fuck you. This is Marsha's Drag Race. Like, I'm gonna wear what I want. I'm gonna put as little makeup as I want. Like, and you're gonna like even the way she didn't sell it down the runway. I was like, are you awake? Are you awake? Like, wake up. Like you're in a competition or you're in a contest. Why? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Sorry, I thought I told you you were beautiful. I really don't want you to leave. I really think you're a good contender for this
I nominate myself.
contest.
Thank you.
Thank you. That feels so good to hear. No,
I still want to go home.
I actually disagree with you, Lawrence. I do think Marsha tries. She's just not trying to Drag Race level.
She's not trying.
She's not
trying.
She's not trying enough to win the competition, but in her mind, I feel like she is trying.
Derek, she hasn't even won a challenge at this point.
That's not Marsha's fault. That's Rupaul's fault. You heard?
No,
Marsha,
that's Marsha's fault.
She's hoping for the Rusical. That's what she said.
If she makes it that far,
Right?
she'll
What are we
participate.
talking about?
So in the next episode, the preview of the next episode is, I'm like, ooh, Rusical, come on, Marsha. And then they said, Comedy challenge. I said, oh my God. I looked at it like the Thorgy Thor. Oh, gross.
Gross. By the way, I love how Thorgy Thor like literally said gross and then proceeded to write that nasty mirror message and a nasty message to Shangela. And then was one of the only votes for Shangela to actually be topped. Like she's clearly on drugs.
They
I don't know
switch
what's
up.
going on.
They switch up.
Stop! Oh my God!
I love Thorgy.
Yeah, I'm like I said it last week and I'll say it again. I'm gonna boot every single thing that Marcia does until she starts doing Drag Race.
Maybe this is her finale eleganza look.
Oh my gosh. Please. Just no.
Reunion look. She better amp it up for the reunion. I'm not playing.
There's no reunion. She's gonna come in like a freaking lip sync leotard. She's gonna be like, what? Barefaced. With like her stubble growing in. Like literally not giving a shit. Yeah.
With a wet wipe.
With a wet, yeah.
What's my secret?
I don't wear makeup and I'm on Drag Race.
Twiggy, I think you look absolutely beautiful.
All right. Sorry, Marcia. It's a boot. Maybe next week. And by the way, Marcia, you are very, very lucky to have escaped the bottom 2 this week. Very lucky. I don't know. I don't like RuPaul did, you know.
Stop. Move on.
And
she's getting the spice edit now. She's about to get the spice treatment.
On.
More.
Who, Marcia?
She's about to get the spice. She's about to get the. Well, Spice is doing drag, but Marcia, she's starting to get like the spice like repetitive. We've seen it. Let's something new, please.
They keep sending her to the stage. They keep sending her to stage.
I was gonna say, Rue doesn't even talk to Marcia.
Just through Mistress.
She sends messages backstage, and when you go backstage, tell your little friend. Tell your little friend.
She ain't shit. She never be shit. No, I'm kidding.
She's next. Yeah.
Then why your makeup not nice?
Tell that bitch to put some foundation on.
Y'all don't know that,
right?
Jiggly Caliente. This is season 4, so why your makeup not nice? How come you don't know how to do your makeup?
How come you don't know how to do your makeup? I'm looking at other girls, and maybe in a week or 2, I'll know how to do my own makeup.
Why am I gonna nice? I'm weak. I'm gonna start saying that to the girls in the club.
Which, by the way, LaShawn Beyond is Malaysia Baby Doll Fox's drag mother, and she makes a lot of her looks. She actually makes a lot of looks for a lot of people. I've heard that. LaShawn Beyond is like everything. So I love that for her. We love a LaShawn Beyond. All right, next we have Mistress Isabel Brooks. Eric, what do you think about this look?
This may be me being like over, but I'm gonna shoot it.
Why?
It's the fact that no one was thinking to do Destiny's Child. I know this look. I fucking love it. I love it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid, but so accurate. And it's just like Michelle's hair, Kelly's bob, absolutely. Attention to
Kelly's
detail.
bob is doing it. Yeah.
It's a shoe. It's a shoe. It's just like, who else would think to do that? Mistress is the moment this season.
She should have lent Malaysia that red bob, actually.
Please, no.
Maybe that would have been.
No.
Well, I mean,
stop it at the source.
Okay, so we're shooting this. Derek, what do you think?
I think it's a very strong 2. I for some reason I feel like the heads were like kind of distracted. They look better on the photo shoot, but the heads were like, I don't know. I thought it was very creative. I loved it. Very, very strong 2. I don't know. Something about the heads being behind there, it just seemed a little bit, I don't know. I would have loved it placed a little bit differently. For example, Willow Pill did a really good job with the heads on her finale. I just felt like it was like perfect there. She also has something holding it up. So give her that. But yeah, I think Mistress looks good. I love this green on her. I think it fits her well. She looks really good. The makeup is beautiful. She looks good. You got it, kiddo.
Mikey.
How's your heads? Okay, no. This is the exact.
You missed the reference. You missed the reference right there. There it was. Who did she read for that? Who did she read?
Fine.
It was Miss Fame.
Miss Fame.
See, and there it goes right there. There it goes right there.
RuPaul was like,
This
just forget
is
it. Like, next. Yeah. I can't even deal with this bitch. Like, just forget it. Actually, you're going home. You didn't get the reference. You're going home. You're going home.
Dummy.
Sorry, Mikey, go ahead.
This is the perfect synthesis of everything I'm talking about. It's gorgeous. Everything is on point, and it is silly in its drag. And it is a bold choice to like be so campy, if that's the word, but it works out perfectly. She's from Houston. It's the only one beating her is someone we haven't brought up yet, but we'll talk about that later. It's amazing. And then her Instagram video where she's throwing them off the ledge.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, I know it's not damn well who I think you're talking about, but okay.
I actually did not like that video. I was like, oh hell no. Pick them girls back up. Beyonce would never do that.
So can I
know, but I'm evil.
I mean, figuratively.
Yeah, but still. Keep it cute. Keep it cute.
I see where you're coming from, but
this is drag. It's drag. One thing Mistress is never gonna forget is that she is in a drag competition. I am a drag queen first, and therefore the camp factor is elevated. Now, I will say this, and this might get her Instagram canceled again for the 5th time this week. Me looking at this picture, right? Stick with me here.
Oh, shit.
You look at Kelly and Michelle as like the puppets. Doesn't this kind of remind you of like how white people used to paint themselves black to perform for like audiences back then?
Like minstrel shows?
Something about it feels racist to me. I don't know. There's something about those faces looking like that feels...
I'm not gonna hold you. I did feel that in the beginning, but I was kind of just like, well, what is the process of getting a puppet to really be done to look just like them? You know,
no,
it's like
yeah, I get
budget,
it,
but I feel you. I really actually feel you a lot.
It's not bad. I like, it's not bad, and I'm not, and by no means am I saying that I think that Mistress is like a racist or prejudice or whatever. And she might be, but I don't know that for a fact. But I mean, based on like this, it just the way Kelly's looking at me in this picture, I it's uncomfortable.
Question?
This was I'm not gonna say that that's not nice. But I will give this a very, very strong 2. I'm like, some camp. Eureka did her thing here. And then last but certainly not least is Malaysia Baby Doll. Cleopatra. Oh, another before and after.
I know what you guys say.
Say what?
I said, I know what you guys are gonna say.
I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Me either. Wait, go ahead. Derek, you start. What do you think?
Thank you.
Go
ahead.
Eric, okay. You can actually go.
Well, he said he doesn't know what he's gonna how he feels yet. So let me just say this.
Mikey, you'll be next in line.
Love
and then me and then Derek. If we have time, we can go ahead and have you.
Love this look. I think Malaysia looks beautiful. I love that hair. Oh,
you said you loved this look.
Yes,
We're talking about the garment, kiddo. We're talking about the garment.
Kiddo.
You loved this.
Kiddo.
Listen, kid, you got it. I love as soon as RuPaul says that on the runway, I know they're going to the finale.
Winner.
I know. It never misses.
He did it with Simone.
Never.
She never gets it wrong. As soon as every episode, I'm like, oh, here it comes. It's like, you've got it, kiddo. And that was good. Anyway, yeah, I think she looks good. I love this look. Is like literally spot on. I feel like what is it, Global Citizens? Global Citizens. I think that's some type of charity event.
Yep. In South Africa, yeah.
Yes, fabulous. I think she looks amazing. She killed it this runway. Honestly, it is a. I did not like that choker. That is a Shea Coulee All-Star 7 special.
Bye.
I did not like that choker. That choker
Shea
was,
does love a gold choker. What can we say?
We saw that choker more than we saw T.S. Madison this season.
Yeah. That choker was coming off. It was down to her belly button by the time of the end of the. I don't want to spoil the show, but you know what I'm talking about. At the end of the episode.
Now she hooped with it.
Yeah, so I think it's a strong. You know what? It's a shoot because she won't have much time left.
So low.
Another reference. I get it, you guys. All right. Wake up, Paul.
Choker, I hardly know her. That was not Beyonce's
I've had it
hair.
officially. Go home.
I've had it officially. That was not Beyonce's hair in that outfit. It is a Beyonce hair, but it was not Beyonce's hair. Now, with that being said, I like this hair more than I like Beyonce's hair that she actually did wear with this outfit. Yeah, Malaysia looks good. She looks good. And you know what? It was different for Malaysia. And I love that for her.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a
good
gown.
point.
It was not a gown.
Yeah.
And I was like, Malaysia, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
She still
you.
nominated herself, but thank you. Yeah, it wasn't a gown, and I was very happy about that. It just looks good. Malaysia's a good drag queen. She's a good drag queen. She knows she.
Not
she
they
knows
sent her
what's
home
up.
the first time she did a different silhouette.
That's
Their
usually
mind
what
was made
happens. They tell you to switch it up so they have reason to send you home.
Yeah, but why
There's
are you
actually
wearing
hair.
a gown? You could have worn
When you
a
guys
gown
get a
from-
chance, it's so hilarious. There's this video on YouTube, but every time yes, I watch compilations of Drag Race on YouTube.
Oh, same.
There is every time a Drag Race judge has given a critique, and then they send them home the next week for doing it. We're looking forward
The
to a
kiss of
different
death.
face, Dusty Bottoms. Yeah. And then Dusty Ray Bottoms, sashay away. The moment she does something different.
We love it.
And
Drag Race doesn't even provide therapy.
I feel like, what? Honestly,
I feel like the driver in the van back to the hotel.
Oh,
They
no.
got a good little.
It's
a little
actually
chat.
RuPaul. How's it going, kiddo? You all right?
In the back seat.
Yes. Yeah.
I've actually heard it through the grapevine that it's Adore Delano after she sent herself
Party.
to All Stars 2.
Can you imagine?
That's driving the van. And that's all the therapy I need. I can listen to Adore all day. Just say
I
random
thought it was-
shit.
I thought it was Dahlia Sin as broccoli.
Oh my god.
That should definitely
She's
make an
contractually-
appearance this season and spice it up
Contractually
a bit.
obliged to never take it off.
She should.
Yeah. Eric, what do you think about Malaysia Baby Doll Fox?
I think Malaysia looks excellent. And I agree with what you said, Lawrence. Malaysia is a great drag queen. She is one of those queens that really understands drag, and that is why I've enjoyed her from the beginning. And, you know, I think hopefully she has a chance at an all-star season, but I think she has to come out of her shell more because Malaysia is very shy, it seems. But I think if she can come out her shell, she'd be really good on all-stars because she's a really good drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed her.
Mikey?
This is like the perfect, maybe deeper cut, because this is like post Lemonade. We've been pretty starved of public appearances by Beyonce. So when we get them, we've had like maybe 7 since 2016. So when we get them, it's very exciting, and this is a very exciting look that I instantly recognized. That's elevated. That I think the choker works for it. Like in contrast with, for example, Marsha. It's like the way to go about it, and it's pretty spot on. I know the hair is different, but it is a Beyonce hair. It's not the Beyonce hair she's done. She did more of her current like Grammys hair back then, but just beautiful.
Her and Anitra had the same hairstyle? Or am I bugging?
I'm pretty sure.
It's probably similar.
Oh yeah, it's the top knot. And Marsha had a similar, I mean, just as far as like the top knot. I think, but.
I need us to go around at one point in the show and just give us a RuPaul classic lyric line.
Oh, let me think of one.
Malaysia's saying that, I'd rather just be safe. Malaysia, tonight you thought you were flawless, but you instead were sorry.
No, the punch up is flawless, and then, but we saw your flaws and all.
Oh,
Mikey does this professionally.
I know.
I stand. That was so good.
Oh, Mikey,
Wow.
who's coming for Derek's seat now?
Yes.
Lawrence is
might
trying to
have
get
Derek
you out
at
this bitch. Lawrence is trying to get you out, Pat.
He will be gone before me.
No, but it would have been the flaws and all. The look down.
Oh,
Marsha,
gosh.
you think you're safe, but just count down. What's wrong? Wait. Lucy, you want to win, but your ego.
Yeah, keep going.
You're so stupid.
You were so stupid.
Okay. So
You thought you were giving grown woman, but all I saw was sir.
Ooh.
I just saw a messy man.
Whoa.
Mikey, I don't think Ru can say that anymore.
Well, they changed it to
Post
drag
people
queen. I don't think so either.
They changed it to drag queen.
Lux, you think you're ready for this race, but you might as well start over.
That's a deep cut. If RuPaul would have said that, I was like, oh, she's a fan.
She's a fan. She's a fan.
Or the producers are fans if they're whispering that shit in her ear, because that's
because
a deep
somebody.
cut.
I missed that song.
Yeah. Whatever intern is writing those out, give them a raise, because that would have been like a. So I would say that that's all of the queens, but of course it's not, right? All of
Of course it's not. Of course it's not.
Great. Did not even make it. This bitch.
Was Bob.
Oh, is this Aura?
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
If I would have known, I wouldn't have talked shit about her at all this season. If I would have known we weren't going to get this on the runway, I would have sung her praises all season.
She would have won. I don't know how well she would have done with.
She wouldn't have done well.
She wouldn't have done
an
well
improv
with
challenge.
No, but we would have gotten to see her lip sync in it, which is amazing.
Actually, I think that this would have saved her from lip syncing, unless it's just
Marsha in the bottom.
completely. It would have had to. There's no way they could have sent Marsha safe and sent this to lip sync. There's no way. There would have been no way.
You're not a queen. I actually love you. I stan you. I'm so sorry. I actually think you should win the entire competition based on this.
Yeah, her and Irene actually looked
Beyonce.
very accurate.
Irene looked fabulous.
Irene looked accurate too.
Yeah.
Bring up
Irene. I thought you were going to pull up Irene, Lawrence, actually. Where's Irene?
I'm disappointed in you. What do you have against brown skin?
I am.
What?
What? Oh Lord, you're so stupid,
You are out of control.
Let's
honey.
go.
Irene, the alien. Oh, I just clicked it by accident.
That
Not
look
really.
is it. That look is it. Both of them ate that
That was
up.
good. That was so good. That was so good.
That
She
would have
looks
been a great
fabulous.
look for Lucy.
Fabulous. That is.
That would have been a great look for Lucy with that shape.
Yes.
What
Yes.
is that?
Not what is that? That is amethyst. I sent that in a group chat. She did so
It's iconic.
good.
It's
Honestly,
pretty spot on.
Honestly, bow down. She looks good.
I don't. I'm gonna say there are certain things that are reserved for Black drag queens. There's certain lip sync songs, there's certain artists that they do for lip syncs, and there's certain looks. That look is reserved for a Black
Wait,
drag
let's just take a
queen.
look. Let's just take a look
Amethyst
at the caption, which is Beyonce, sweetie, I'm so sorry. And Princess Poppy says, iconic. And I think that's all we need to really know about that look.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Yeah. The blind leading the blind. What did
Princess
Robin Fierce
Poppy-
wear?
Oh my god! You guys, whoa!
Oh, Robin Fierce.
Like, whoa!
And you know what? I didn't even put
Robin?
it together, but I was watching, I was watching the What You Packins, and two girls had Beyonce looks. I didn't even put it together in advance. That's on me. I'm sorry, Beyonce. This is amazing. You should watch her sing
Beyonce.
Resentment in this on YouTube.
Oh yes.
I didn't care for this.
Me either.
It's
Honestly,
too
I
though,
didn't
simple.
care for it.
it's
It's a
Robin
deep cut.
doing simple. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I
Robin's
feel like
problem.
it's yeah. I would have rather seen Robin do this.
That would
I'll have
been
any
it for
queen do
Robin.
this.
Yeah.
That would have been great. And what's crazy is that this dress is simple. It's not embellished in any way. It's just fitted so right.
I'm sorry though, and maybe I'm being whatever, but why not wear boobs? Why not?
These girls are young. It's not part of
Just
their
just
shtick.
put it on.
That picture reminds me of the late great Sahara Davenport.
Yeah, that reminds me of Sahara Davenport. Oh, Sarah.
I know, it's been so long.
I know. All right, so now that we've gone through all of the looks, did Princess Poppy post her look or no?
Princess Poppy has not been, and I've been checking because I knew, in the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, I knew you was going to ask me for it.
And you pulled out nothing.
I don't have it with me.
I don't have it with me.
She said,
I've been checking every week, not every week, maybe every other week. And Princess Poppy does not post any of her looks. So I'm wondering, maybe she went home and was like, no, no, like I went home. I'm not about to pay money for a photo shoot. And then she went on Roscoe's and said that she's not going to do All Stars for sure. So I'm wondering, like, that bus driver is not a good therapist because I hope she's okay. Ultimately,
you have to be asked to do All Stars. They have to be All Stars.
And they weren't going to ask Princess Poppy.
Like,
yeah, but honestly, I do one San Fran Bay Area person to another.
Wait for you, Princess.
I hope she's okay because it can really mess with people's psyche. I mean, look at
that's
Jan,
true,
right? And
Jen is fine.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, so I hope she's like okay because sometimes that can make you really like, that was awful.
I agree. Everyone should have a solid platform, and yes.
And honestly, Drag Race should have, if they care so much about queer folk or trans mental health, like literally, why do we not have mental health services provided? I honestly don't know either. I'm not.
Wait,
I don't know that to be true. I was just saying shit.
Yeah, when did they say that they care about anybody's mental health? When did they say that?
Eric's saying, I don't know if they have services. And Lawrence is saying, I don't know if they care.
I don't think they care. Why would they care?
I don't know that to be true.
It's a reality TV show first.
I mean, I'm sure they're not like Tyra Banksing it up. Like, go home. We just.
I'm
shaved your
sure
head.
they're
Bye.
Tyra Banksing it up.
Back to the
Day of
I'm
project.
sure they're Tyra Banksing it up.
Day of
Probably
your
even worse.
graduation.
Lovely.
At least those girls used to get their hair and makeup done. They got to do all that shit themselves, and they send them out the door like, bye. Like, let the music play.
Okay. Do I have time to
You
wipe
know
my
who
face?
needs to be a
No,
judge
ma'am.
on RuPaul's Drag Race?
Don't say it.
Jade.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
She said, "Ooh, you look fabulous." Jay said, "She's a drag queen."
Lock everybody up. Lock all of them up.
She got
Yo,
to the
Jay
camera
walked
and
up the
said,
stairs and she went, "Oh." How you put your hand in a cocktail waitress face like, take it away.
Poor people.
No, wait,
Poor people.
season 10. Who was that girl? Dominique, who they say used to be a drag queen. Familia.
Brasilia.
Mr. J said, hell to the no.
Y'all are
No,
ridiculous.
he said that for Lauren.
When Lauren stumbled, she said,
Lauren said,
"Mi giro
Milabra es
milabra hasta habla and lift the
fiance.
She wasn't feeling it. She wasn't fucking with that at all. Y'all are stupid.
Easy breezy, beautiful.
Y'all go to the lip sync.
Cover girl. And then they made sure that they dragged out the last part that they could have edited after she said that, just to see her like after.
Miss J said,
Tyra used to terrorize these girls on that show.
when I tell you Miss J couldn't wait, she said,
She said, "Hail to the knock." Oh gosh. All right. Wait, where are we? What are we doing? Oh,
Lip
okay.
sync.
And what are
Okay.
you doing, alcoholic bitch? If you know that, you a real one. If you know that, you a real one. And what are you doing?
Alcoholic.
I think you should replace
Corinne
my granola
was
bars, but I'm not. So what do we do now?
Yeah. Oh God, that is the most quotable reality TV show of all time. And Flavor of Love is up there for me, but America's Next Top Model
Is wild.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I literally And what are you doing?
And what are you doing?
Then they had Lisa like literally in her panties and like a thing, drinking a glass of wine, talking to a plant. I'm like, oh, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Wrong show. Wrong show.
Sorry.
I didn't want to say it.
Come
When
back.
Lauren walked in,
Wait, that
Come
is
back to Drag Race.
why all the judges?
okay. All right. Back to RuPaul's Drag Race.
Thank
All
you.
right. So the safe queens are Marsha, and Anitra, and the challenge winner is Miss Sasha Colby. Do you guys agree with the winner?
No.
I was shocked. What? I was honestly shocked too. I was like, they're really gonna give her another win? Who do you guys think it should have got it then?
Lux.
It should have been Lux or Anitra. I would have even taken Lucy based on the challenge.
Right.
I don't like when they do stuff like
I
that
agree.
because it makes the fandom resent the person in the front. If Sasha's not the clear winner of the challenge, don't give it to her, because now it seems like y'all are giving her this favoritism, and then people start to turn on Sasha, and that's not Sasha's fault that y'all are doing that.
And as a package, Lux's package this episode was the strongest.
It was.
Like the look was so correct. The performance was so correct. Like she didn't need to do anything else to win a challenge. Like this should have gone to to Lux. At least that way Sasha's actually competing with someone besides herself. Like, what? I don't understand why you would give her another back-to-back win. And I still don't understand why they would give Ora Mayori a win and then send her home the next week. Like, it's just like one win just dangling. I don't know.
That
Whatever.
really just made no sense, but yeah.
Yeah. So we're all in agreement, Lux?
Yeah.
I'll give it to Lux.
I'm honestly not quite sure who would have won. I think they all did equal. I think Lux and Sasha were on the same level.
Okay.
Derek, what do you think about Anitra'S package?
You know what? Anitra'S, I loved her runway look.
This is a family-oriented channel.
But
we don't need you to discuss Anitra'S package on here.
You can always discuss it. But I didn't really
way to objectify the queens on the show, Derek. Way to objectify them.
What have I done?
Started 2 minutes in, we started talking about bulges.
You said that you wanted Ora to break every bone in her body before she got sent home.
Yes. So listen, Anitra, I didn't really like. It seemed awkward. The standing up outside of the trailers, it just seemed a little awkward to me. That's my only critique on it. Seemed a little awkward.
I don't think she picked that location. I don't think she picked that.
Let's just do it outside. Let's just do it outside.
Yeah. Okay. And our bottom two queens are Malaysia and Selena. Did they get this right?
No.
No.
Did they get one of them right?
Yes. Malaysia should have been in the bottom, but so should Marsha.
Yep.
Or Mistress.
All three of her.
Or Mistress.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Derek, you agree? Mistress and Malaysia, the M&M that we've been waiting for, the lip sync Lollapalooza extravaganza.
Mistress in Malaysia, but I always knew who was gonna go home by the looks of by the first 15, 20 minutes into the episode. So Mistress in Malaysia, SmackDown would have been good to see.
But I do not put it past the producers to put Selena up so she could do the dance. Go ahead.
That's hateful. I think that
no, I'm saying they wanted to showcase. They wanted to show because I loved it.
Did you?
No, I don't think he's saying that you're hateful. I think he's saying like the idea behind that is hateful.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we've seen it before.
I think that with them, they were afraid that they didn't know what Malaysia could do to a Beyonce song like Single Ladies, and if she would have outperformed like Mistress would have had to go home. So it's kind of like okay. But let's talk about what really did happen in the Single Ladies interpretation that we did see.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is one of the classic examples of not a good lip sync song. You just can't help but to do the choreography. Nothing else would make sense. This is why drag queens don't perform a lot of Beyonce songs because it's heavily choreographed. Otherwise, it's like, unless you're camping it down, there's
unless
no
you're
alternative
down,
but to
or
do
you're
the
doing
dance.
the Trinity K like beat for beat,
because Trinity would have ate that. Right.
Trinity would have
too fast,
that.
And the hair was falling down.
Yeah, I and it wasn't good either. Like I know that's like the dance routine, but it looks sloppy. It just looked sloppy from the beginning, and I kind of knew that it would because I'm like, this is just not. It's not. There's a reason why you guys waited 15 seasons to play this song as a lip. There's a reason, and
it gave very much manic panic.
Nobody gives manic panic like Evie Oddly does. Ain't that right, Eric?
Oh.
Well, I mean, you said it, not me. Derek, what do you think about this stupid lip sync?
Oh my goodness.
Honestly, Selena won that lip sync.
Did she?
Honestly, of the two, yes. I feel like Malaysia she was doing ballot runs. It was say I'm the one you are. I'm like, that's not roll on this fucking floor right now. Get on the floor. Get on the floor right now. And that's not what she gave. And while I love Malaysian, I would have preferred that she stayed. I just think that Selena really like the choreo, like she had the choreo down. And I just think
didn't.
She was there. She was there.
It was sloppy. They honestly, based on like just track record alone, if they would have double sashayed, I would not have been upset with this. I really wouldn't have.
It was recognizable, and it was pretty on.
It was an example of Selena trying, and that is something we have commended her. We have commended her on trying, but I'm with Lawrence on just because
here goes Jan. Here goes
especially in the gay community, but the Black gay community specifically. So many people know single ladies, and it was like I understood why Selena took that route, but it was just the execution wasn't right, and that's what threw it off for me. The execution was not right. If she had just hit it beat for beat, I wouldn't have had a problem with it, because I would have probably did the same thing, like, oh, you playing single ladies? Fuck it, let's get it, girls. But like, she was...
Bring it on, sisters!
I posted a side-by-side, and seeing that made it more clear that she was pretty beat for beat, more than I perceived when I first saw it. So I'll give that to her credit. With who? The music video.
Don't ever compare Beyonce to Selena STDs. Don't ever compare
the video,
Beyonce's dancers to her. Don't ever compare anything in Beyonce's camp to Selena.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
She looked like Christopher Reeve.
No.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave. Bye, y'all. Thank you for watching this week's episode of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Eric, that was actually really funny. You've been giving it this season with like the nastiness. I haven't. Last week it was diabetes being diabetic, and then like this week
the LA girls are taking a nap.
Okay, and then this week is this. There have been other lip syncs where queens have done the choreo, and it pretty much never worked out. So when Shay went up against Jinx in All Star 7, as much as she murdered the choreography, this is not finale lip sync material, Shay. Like you can't do that. And you're campy enough and like smart enough to not go that route. That's like the very safe route to go. We've seen Aquaria do the If when she did the If finale, and I think Eureka actually won that lip sync. But of course, Eureka couldn't have won the season because people didn't like her. But I think she should.
Wow, drag mistress.
I agree.
Yeah, Mistress definitely deserved that bottom placement along with Marsha. They got it really, really wrong. They got it really wrong. They really did. Like,
so who?
Someone said we needed a top 2 lip sync. Sasha and Lux, and that would have. I think both of them probably know enough of single ladies to execute to a higher level. That would have been exciting.
That would have been high energy. That would have been really, especially based on what they were wearing. I think my wig would have just been snatched. I would have been like, oh my god. Yeah. Derek, you look like you're itching and scratching to say something.
No.
You want to say something? Oh, surprise. So the person that went home is Malaysia Baby Doll Fox, sadly, which really was sad. I didn't cry, unlike some other people that we know here, but it was sad. What do you guys think? Like, should she have left? Based on the entire.
I love Malaysia.
I think Derek said that he cried. I don't know. I think it was just dramatic. I don't know. But
the outline.
And I did say that, and I do love Malaysia. I was sad when she left. We were all we were all distraught here. It's just like, you know.
Distraught?
Yeah, we love Malaysia in this household.
You're the only person that lives there.
Well, I'm at my mom's. So.
Oh. Hi, Mom. We'll we'll rotate Derek out next week and just get his mom on like to
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if she wants to watch without Malaysia now.
Mother Dahmer.
Yeah.
Mother Dahmer. Period.
But yeah, it was so. But as soon as you start telling RuPaul, as soon as you lay a tear on that runway, RuPaul's like, go home.
Ru is over the girls crying. He only likes the only girls that can cry are the ones he likes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And after she's done crying, thank you. Up next.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is it. Ru is
No, literally.
Did we catch that?
He doesn't even care if we caught that.
It's not the Tyra Banks. Why are you crying? What's going on? The blink.
I'd like to wrap this up. So if you could just.
Girl, it's about about 2 hours.
So, who do we think will win the crown now that Malaysia Baby Doll Fox has gone back to Miami? Derek, who do you think will win the crown this season?
My top 5 are okay. After Friday, I'm really starting to think that Sasha might take this, you guys. I really think that Sasha might take it.
You're starting to think that Sasha might take it?
I didn't think that because she already has a platform, she's already a leader, and she's already, like has her foot, and she not just her foot, she's everywhere in drag, right? So I'm just thinking about like the future of drag and just something new and fresh. And I would have loved it to be Princess Poppy, but it won't be. So it's gonna have to be Sasha Colby. But my top 4 is the same. I would love for Anitra to win if it isn't Sasha. Mistress will be a gag, and then Lux will be that'll be cool. Yeah.
So, like, I'll ask you the question again. I don't think you heard it. Who do you think will take the
Sasha
crown?
Colby.
Okay.
Today on March.
Eric, do you remember a couple of weeks ago when you said that Jax's torso looked like yours?
That was Eric.
I literally woke up the other day and I was brushing my teeth and I just busted out laughing at it. I was like, "This is so funny!" Like, oh, Jax. You know who we haven't seen in a while this season? Robin Fierce. I actually forget that she was a part of this season.
She was like my favorite, and she went home so fast.
I know. I really forget that she was even a part of it. I don't know. Eric, who do you think will take the crown?
Sasha, but I low-key wanted. I mean, I would love for it to be Sasha, but I would really like it to be Mistress.
That would be a gag.
I would really want it to be Mistress because she's not the typical queen that wins. You don't get a shady queen edit winner, but I think Mistress is like a great representative of Drag Race right now.
Wow, drag Tyra Sanchez.
What is it?
I love
traditional drag. Traditional drag, so padding, the hair, the makeup. Like she's got a kiddo. Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Mistress, I would love it.
Yeah, Malaysia was very spunky, and so was Mistress. Because they're both.
Didn't we establish spunky as a negative connotation?
We sure did.
No, we didn't.
And short people.
Who said that?
Lawrence. You said no one above 5'6" is getting labeled as spunky. And spunky is just a consolation for someone who's not really good. But
drag me to hell, honey, and I stand by it too.
You think you're gonna have a CoverGirl commercial?
You haven't used that word since Jax went home to describe nobody else. Not once.
No one else has spunk.
Oh, drag all the queens.
Does Spice not have spunk?
Spice is spunky. Spice is spunky.
Hey-o.
Okay, yeah, Spice. Spice is spunky.
Mikey.
I think Mistress will win and should win. Mistress.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be in the top 3, I think, with Lux and Sasha.
You guys hate Anitra. That is crazy.
You do too.
No.
You do too. When she started doing poorly, you were like, "Oh, we broke up. I don't see it for Anitra. I don't see it for Anitra." Then when she made that dress dance, you were like,
It's a lot of
actually,
version.
I really want
Okay.
Anitra to win. I really want. So you're just like a flip flopper. That's just really what you do. And you change your top 4 every week, which is very weird.
So many
I
times.
don't.
And Derek's the only. Derek's the only bottom amongst a sea full of tops.
Oh, girl, bye. You hate it. You hate it.
My top queen has never changed.
No one
Never.
can.
I said
Listen,
it from day
I
one.
want to ask you guys
and
the
I'll
real
say
question.
it again. It's gonna be Irene the alien. She's gonna make her grand comeback, and she's gonna snatch that crown, just like she snatched the first out person of season.
She hasn't changed out of her pajamas because she's been home for half a year now.
No, she's been locked up in that hotel room. You know, Rue's not letting them out till the season, till that contract is up.
Oh
No,
my
it's
God,
just the
not a whole
COVID
year.
rules.
Yeah.
I have a question before we hop off. Who should go home tonight?
And why?
And why?
Out of who?
Us 4. Lawrence. All right, you guys. This is fun. Next time, and I'm so Mikey, I wish we had had more time to do this with you. I have a game that I want us to play. It's a drag race game, and we can all do it.
It can be a Patreon exclusive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, if you watch Sibling Rivalry, you probably know the game that I'm talking about, Mikey.
I do. Which game?
Yeah. Don't tell them though, because they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it when we have more time, and probably.
Is it doing each other's makeup?
Yes, actually. No, it's something that we can do virtually, but it's pretty cool. It's fun.
Okay.
So I promise my Dalmatians that we will do that
Be
on one
like
of these
the
episodes.
lamest shit in the world. Like I'll just
No.
be the repeating
If you know
outfit.
your drag race, if you know
Everybody
drag
else
race,
is
if you
like,
know
well,
drag
like,
queens,
time for
if you know
this.
drag race, if you know drag race queens, you would know how to do this game.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And on that note, thanks so much for your opinions. Some wanted more than others. Derek, we didn't
Okay,
want
bye,
yours,
Rihanna. Go
but
back
thank you
in
for
the kitchen.
sharing anyway.
Go back in the kitchen.
Who is that? Oh, that's Beyonce.
Beyonce. She looks so
The
good.
Renaissance begins.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to the tour? Are you going to the tour?
I
Yep.
am.
I didn't
Both
get a ticket.
Houston,
I'm trying to
both
move.
New York.
Eric, how's the moving going? It's going. Or it's stalling.
It's
Is it giving Sasha Colby or is it giving Princess Poppy?
Sasha Colby.
Oh, okay, good. This is good. This is very good. You're a winner, baby. All right. All right. So until next week, which is a comedy challenge, I'm actually very, very excited for that. And it looks like they're like paired up or
Is
something.
that TKB? I love it. Oh, Frida Kahlo?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
what?
Not Frida Kahlo.
I love it.
That's cute. That's Beyonce.
Okay, Mikey.
It's
we
Beyonce.
get
And on
it.
my
We're
channel, you
excited.
guys will be doing a review of Untucked. Bye.
You have a channel?
I actually do have a do have a channel.
How do I swap
Oh.
over to the next clip? You want more gay shit? What's the
Emmy nominated gay
No,
Yes.
dude.
Emmy
Emmy
nominated?
nominated.
Emmy
Gay shit.
Yes, that's the level up. That's the level
Yes,
up.
absolutely.
Okay, we love it.
Period. All right,
Lawrence, take us out.
guys.
Or if you're in
See
Egypt,
ya.
pyramid. Okay, bye.